why are some political analysts debunking the deep state? Well, I'm not aware of who's debunking or not, or claiming it doesn't exist. But recently, Trump put out a statement in a video about what he's going to do about the deep state and how he's going to dismantle the deep state. So when the U.S. president talks about the deep state, I mean that's the most powerful office in the world, right? It has its own credibility. He's the president elect, but he's a former president and is soon going to be the president again. So when he says something, it's credible, right? And he was talking about the deep state. Now here's the deal: when he spoke about the deep state, he wasn't. See, when I talk about what they call the deep state, I'm talking about an extra governmental, extra electoral, extra democratic center of power that is kind of permanent and that is more powerful than the US government and the US president. And it's very clear by now that does exist. I mean, Biden and Kamala Harris were not in power. I mean, they were in office, they were never in power. Somebody else was running the country. So when Trump says I'm going to go after the deep state, and he talks about cutting down on the bureaucracy, pruning the bureaucracy, he's trying to claim that the bureaucracy is the deep state. So he's trying to obfuscate what the deep state really is, right? So the deep state clearly exists. You can call it the deep state, you can call it whatever you want, the establishment or the swamp, whatever you want to call it. But it does exist. There's no question about it. A bunch of very small number of very, very powerful people, very wealthy people who have turned wealth and power into interchangeable, fungible commodities. And we don't know who they are, but they clearly do exist. This small grouping of people, maybe a medium sized grouping of people, we don't know who they are. And they never go out of office or power because they're never in office. They're an extra democratic power center, permanent power center. And that's not the bureaucracy. So I don't care what experts say, don't say, so-called political analysts and all. It doesn't matter. We can see that certain things do seem to exist. Makes sense that it exists. So, and even Trump tried to reframe what the deep state is, and but yeah, it is what it is.